that can heal this loss.
Family is stunned and mourning the loss of their beloved teenage son, sadly killed in an accident at a Memorial Day parade. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Duffy.
And I'm Nicole Versansky. First at 4, Brittany Weir joining us live in Green. And Brittany, the sheriff's office did provide some new information today about what happened.
Nicole and Brian, the Summit County Sheriff's Office is calling this a tragic accident, but they said they are still continuing to investigate exactly how 13-year-old Matthew Schultz fell off the float in the first place and was killed. A community tradition turned to tragedy. 13-year-old Matthew Schultz was riding on a trailer in the annual City of Green Memorial Day Parade. The float was sponsored by Air Ninja Gym. And as he was approaching the end of the parade near Massillon Road in Steese, Matthew fell off the trailer.
Matthew fell off the front part of the trailer and was struck by the dual tires. Green Fire and EMS were 2 vehicles behind the trailer. They witnessed the accident and immediately responded, rendering aid. Matthew was transported to Akron Children's Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries.
The Summit County Sheriff's Office says this is an open investigation. They're specifically looking into what might have caused Matthew to fall.
Was there anything that may have occurred to cause him to fall? Was there anyone around him? Predominantly, it's the actual fall itself that we're looking at.
And the sheriff's office said that there were 7 other children on that float and an adult on either side when that accident did occur. And as of right now, no charges have been filed. Live in Green, Brittany Weir, 19 News.
We do have team coverage from Green on this tragic story. Catherine Huntley is also in Green, learning more about Matthew Schultz and how losing him will, as one family member put it, leave a hole that just cannot be filled. Ahead at 4:39, the legacy he leaves behind.